look at this hairdo. Well, I think that I'm going to start the channel off by um, giving my opinion on things in the news, um, gardening, the cooking tips. Um, right now, I'm just testing it. Right now, we've been having a lot of problems in St. Louis, uh, and St. Louis is very segregated. It's like one of the most segregated cities in uh, the country. Here in Memphis is also very segregated. I'm over by Fuller State Park, which is, I guess you would say, if it was white people, it would be an Indian reservation. Because it's black people, or in my case, a golden bronze, you know, and even though like they pretty much our family's pretty much gone. At least the tradition, the culture, and the way of raising your kids is gone. You know, um, today the schools are being raised by um, institutionalized, but they're not. They don't know anything. This is a very ignorant, racist state. Anyway, getting back to St. Louis, the biggest problem in St. Louis is that a young man was walking down the street coming back from a quick trip, and I guess the cops stopped him, told him to go on the sidewalk. And I know over here in this neighborhood, we all walk in the streets because in Memphis, there's a lot of places where there's not sidewalk. And like I said, I'm near Fuller State Park, so we got a river over here, a lake over there, um, and woods. So sometimes we do, I know I do walk in the street. Um, so he was walking down the street in the suburbs, like you know what people do. And anyway, I guess the white policeman that comes from a little old white suburb trash area, you know, the type that I really don't like because there's a certain, like factories or stuff that are usually on the outskirts near there. And you get the stench of like rotten eggs and stuff like that. But anyway, um, I was born in St. Louis, Missouri. I've stayed in Florissant, Missouri mostly, another suburb, a little bit mixed. But anyway, this policeman shot this boy, and he shot him in front of a lot of people dead. And he like emptied a gun on this child. And now they're trying to blame the victim. They have a big problem in very racist, ignorant areas. It's like if the girl gets raped or the boy gets raped, it maybe because they were eating ice cream. They shouldn't have been eating ice cream, or why did you wear that skirt? You know what I mean? It's not that the person or the male that is the perpetrator has to take any responsibility. So for the person that so the police are bullying, they're coming out with tanks, they're pointing guns at people, all because they caused the problem. And it's simply, I mean, really, I don't even understand why they came out like that in the middle of the night. I would have had a little self respect. You know, they didn't apologize for killing that boy. They tried to blame that boy for his own death. You know, we have a very messed up police department where we don't have any justice and we don't have any rights. Oh, I guess, I don't know. This is awfully long. No, well, anyway, what I'm trying to say is we're going to have to change things, and we might not be able to change it the political way. Sometimes you might be able to change it, maybe boycotting, you know. Anyway, let me see how this came out. And I'm sweating. I don't know why. It's all I guess I'm making this. I started making this quilt for when it gets cold this winter, and I crocheting because knitting's a little harder, But let me see. I guess I can just hit stop. But anyway, right now we have a lot of problems. They hopefully. I don't think the police. A lot of them, they're children. They're I don't know why they're like that. I don't know why they want to shoot Americans. I don't know why they're choking. Police are choking people in New York. I don't know why the police think that they have to destroy and totally uh, uh, um, just make a mockery of the whole United States by their actions. It's not that, they're not doing what's in the best interest of anybody. And that guy that shot that little boy, they're trying to say his name was Darren Wilson. At first it came out with Brian Wilson, whatever. You know what I mean? If you did the right thing, and if that kid's fault that you're a grown person and you pulled the trigger because the guy was walking down the street and you told him to move and he didn't move quick enough for you, I can imagine how fucked up your children are. You know what I mean? Uh, so sometimes you have to think, maybe I shouldn't be whooping my kids. Maybe I should, if I got a problem, maybe I should teach them how to cook something. We could just sit down and eat and nobody has to talk, opposed to let me whack them. Or, sit them off somewhere to draw in a corner somewhere, or just anything. But because when they grow up, they end up just emptying a gun in somebody because they can, basically. Whatever that boy did, whoever that boy was, doesn't have to do anything with why that policeman shot him. Had absolutely nothing to do. He shot him because that policeman was a horrible person. He's just a horrible, bad person that shot a child. Simple fact that he needs to go to prison. And if the rest of the policemen want to get behind a murderer, then that just shows you the mentality that we're working with and why we don't have any rights, why we don't have any justice, why we have so many people in jail for what? For doing what? We got the wrong people going to jail, and we got the wrong people trying to protect our community, because instead of protecting them, I see them killing people.